Wow.
All right, Shalom, give us a second while we check the count board.
Yeah, visual and audio.
Shalom. So first off, we're going to face the east. We want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto
Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakha, Kodash.
Double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. All right, Shalom to the sincere, hopeful elect Akim. All right, the Bakayar, which is elect. All right, the Akud Shalayashim, which is 1/3. Okay, the Sha'arya, which is the remnant of Yasha'Allah. All right, coming back at you again another week to prophesy the coming of the kingdom of heaven and the downfall of Babylon the Great, okay, aka America. All right. So we're gonna start off in 2nd Ezra 9 because all the skirmishes, the uproars of the people, the events taking place on the earth indicate the end being nigh. All right. So go ahead with that 2nd Ezra 9. Also, I did a lesson on it this morning. I'm still waiting for the shit to upload, not the shit, but waiting for the lesson to upload. Our internet be acting crazy out here, man. But you got Jared Kushner, which is the son-in-law of Donald Trump, and Ivanka Trump, Trump's daughter, that these demons try to claim that they discovered. They try to say they discovered a country or an island off the coast of Albania, and through one of Kushner's companies that he has ties with, he is trying to set up a resort and some other stuff, hotels over in Albania. Also the island outside of off the coast of Albania. So the Ivanka Trump gave her interview saying that, oh yeah, we were on a friend's boat and then we went for a swim and we discovered this island, and now they're trying to pretty much say they discovered it, and so they're gonna take it. And it's like, look, that place has a name. All right, it has a name. It's called Sanzan or something like that. Suzanne. All right, it's like that place has a name, and it was a Cold War, like a communist military base.
Can I read this?
Yeah.
This is Google AI. It says Jared Kushner and Ivanka Trump are planning to develop luxury eco resorts on Sazan Island and the nearby mainland in Albania. The multi-billion-dollar project, backed by Kushner's firm Affinity Partners, has sparked mass protests in Tirana and a formal corruption investigation by the Albanian Special Anti-Corruption Prosecution Office. Sazan Island, a $1.4 billion investment to transform an abandoned former Cold War Soviet military base into an ultra-luxury eco resort with hotels, private villas, and an integrated natural conscience design.
Yeah.
Or nature conscience design.
Now the thing that got the Albanian people in an uproar is that they will no longer have access to that beach. And also, it's a wildlife reserve. Because you have a lot of migratory birds, in particular flamingos, that when they migrate to that island for a period of time. You know what I'm saying? And so they trying to.
So it's like the Albanian government already knew it existed.
Yeah.
So how the hell are they claiming that they, you know,
Discovered it.
How are they claiming that they discovered it when the people of Albania already knew of its existence, man? That's the same as them saying, "Oh, we discovered America," when there's people that already lived here.
Right.
You know?
Right.
With cities.
Yeah.
And
Right.
irrigation.
Right.
And culture.
And culture and trade routes and, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and a burial ground.
Right.
Proving it was like a heritage. They've been here for generation upon generation. But you discovering every fucking thing. You saw the fucking riot, man.
Man.
Protest and public backlash, which is divided into 3 categories: mass demonstration, environmental threats, and Albania is not for sale. Mass demonstrations, thousands of citizens, activists, and environmentalists have taken to the streets of the Albanian capital, Tirana, clashing with security forces and demanding the resignation of Prime Minister Edi Rama, or Eddie Rama.
Yeah. And it's funny because in Serbia, I believe it's Serbia, they were trying to do the same thing. Kushner was trying to do the same thing. And their government actually got caught up on some corruption charges. So they're saying that might happen with Albania as well.
Wow.
You know?
Environmental threats. Protesters waving cardboard flamingos argue that the coastal development will irreversibly destroy critical nature habitats.
Yeah, because you're destroying the habitat that those creatures that are familiar with that part of the earth. Now they got to find a new home. Just like with all these can somebody grab that in the wild beasts changing their course or nature or something like that? Brother, you know what I'm talking about?
Yep.
All right, you got animals, foxes, bears, okay, raccoons that are totally forsaking the areas in which they roam about to find food and hunt, live, and they're coming into suburban areas because Esau is destroying their habitat, man. Okay, so Esau is the cancer of the earth. Everything that the Most High has created and gave the stamp of approval saying it's good, all right, from the beginning, Esau looks to uproot that and destroy that, man, which by default qualifies him as being the devil. Okay?
Real quick, it's the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 5, verse 8. There shall be a confusion also in many places, and the fire shall be oft sent out again, and the wild beasts shall change their places, and mistress women shall bring forth monsters.
Yeah. All right, these deformed babies. You got all kind of weird babies being born in the earth. All right. So along with that, showing you we in the end, you got wild beasts changing their course. You know? But look for food in places that they don't normally look for food, eating food that they don't normally eat. You know what I'm saying?
I noticed that the other day, not to interrupt you, but there was some fruit and some vegetables that was sitting there just rotting away. And the crows was over here eating out the trash.
Wow.
Like, they don't even want the fruits and vegetables.
Yeah.
And who knows, hey, the fruits and vegetables ain't real, so they probably not even attracted to it.
Yep.
But meanwhile, people eating this fake ass food, you know,
Yep.
eating fake fruit, eating fake vegetables,
Yep.
thinking nothing of it. But the birds have enough sense to know that that shit ain't real.
You're like a fucking devil, man.
You know?
Right? Like, you got meat that you grow in the lab from a cell.
Right.
Come on, dog. Like,
Right.
just stop.
Right. Selling kangaroo as ox. You know what I'm saying? You brothers see that? They
yeah.
instead of it being oxtails, they selling kangaroo tail. You know what I'm saying? And just labeling it as oxtail, man.
Niggas is eating that
okay,
shit.
That's great.
Wondering why you can't lose weight.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Esau's a devil, man.
Esau done put so much. He done sold. Hey, they always try to put it off on the on Moab. You know what I'm saying? As far as, oh, he'll sell you some meat that ain't right. You know what I'm saying? Some cat, some dog, some raccoon, and call it chicken. Esau does that same shit, man. Yeah. But he does it on a mass production scale. Right. You know what I'm saying? He's doing it. He's doing it. You know what I'm saying? To compare the two, to compare a mom and pop Chinese restaurant to Esau Tyson Meats, it's you know what I'm saying? It's a big, vast difference at the scale that Esau's actually getting away with his wickedness, even though he'll be the first one to point out another nation on doing the same wrong that he's doing. You know?
Yeah, you got to change the whole name of your Kentucky Fried Chicken spot to KFC, but you ain't using chicken no more.
Right.
Because your chickens are grown in a box in an artificial lab.
Right.
Man, that's fucked up.
They grow without beaks.
Without feathers.
Without feathers, right. Barely alive, you know what I'm saying? Never moved from that cage or whatnot.
Incubated, you know what I'm saying? Incubated to a plate.
Boxes of meat.
Right. Yeah, man. Some fucking demons. Last thing right here real quick on this Albania thing is Albania is not for sale. Demonstrators are pushing back against what they view as non-transparent sweetheart land deals that grant public assets to foreign developers.
Yeah, this is public, a public asset. This is for the public, like the beaches and whatnot. It's all meant for the public to enjoy and partake in. But what's going to happen is it's going to end up becoming privately owned.
Right.
And now you can't even have access to the public beach.
Right.
Because some demon got control of it.
Some foreign demon.
So yeah, you ain't even you belong over in America somewhere.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And you over here like, man, that shit should piss people off. Even the Elder Bishop was talking about Jamaica. A lot of them beaches, the Jamaican people don't even have access to because you got Esau.
Oh yeah.
That got control of those beaches, man.
Yep. I remember a while back ago, over a year ago, it was probably, well, shit, over probably 3 years ago now. Me and this brother and another individual who was in the camp at the time, we had took a walk across the beach down our coastline, and we had to pass through some areas that was labeled private. But it's like, this is the beach, man. You got, and I remember we was having a conversation about it as we was walking. Like, Esau is such a demon. He doesn't own this water. You know what I'm saying? And just because there's a house built, like, the house is not even really connected to where the beach is at, but yet somehow this beach is private to where if you don't live in this house or in this community, you ain't supposed to have access to this beach. But this is just, it's nature, man. You know what I'm saying?
That's just weird.
Like, yo, if I was on a boat and my boat happened to crap out and I, you know what I'm saying, had to ditch the boat or whatever, or this is the only place I can make it to, now I'm trespassing because, you know what I'm saying? It's like, this is a beach, man. You don't own the water, you know? How do you own the beach that the water touches, man?
That's what them treaties was fucking up Gag, because they didn't really understand the concept of owning land.
Yeah.
This is the creator's land. We just live on it.
Right.
What the fuck you talking about? You own this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? How you gonna own land? What you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? Yo, just because you take care of it, now it's yours?
Who gets the decree that you own it?
Right.
Did the Lord say you own? See, the Lord actually gave us a land. That we, you know what I'm saying? That you know what I'm saying? He actually gave us land to say, this is your land, to where it's like, hey, if you got a problem with that, you gotta take it up with the right. But Esau just comes and be like, no, my flag's here, this is my land. No, nigga, it don't work that way, man.
Meanwhile, there's somebody's been staying there, got, you know, a hut over here, got a fireplace here.
Got a whole setup.
Yeah.
Got a whole lifestyle setup.
Meat hanging out here.
Right. No, this is my land now. I'm here now.
Yep.
You know.
Knocking up the covers. Brother.
What was you asking for?
Somebody real quick grab a Deuteronomy 32:8. Start at 7.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 32, starting at verse 7. It says, remember the days of old, consider the years of many generations. Ask thy father, and he will show thee, thy elders, and they will tell thee. When the Most High divided the nations their inheritance.
Yeah, the Most High is the one who divides to a nation their inheritance. Right? Yeah. It's not up to Esau to. Here it is. Look, the Most High gave everybody their own land. 777. But Esau, he take everybody's land. But the only land he doesn't want is his own, which is
actual
Edom,
land, right?
Which is in modern day Jordan, Petra,
right?
Which is in I want to say South Jordan, which that Petra ain't nothing but a damn fucking caveman paradise.
Right.
Yeah.
That's the only land that Esau don't want to covet. That's the only land Esau don't want to covet. Okay.
He is a proud man, neither say it at home.
He would keep it at home.
Neither keep it at home.
Yeah, I think that's Habakkuk.
Yeah, that's right.
Right there.
Yeah, hey.
It'll be Jordan. It'll be the western, the southwestern. It'll be like if you was looking at the west coast of America, it would be like the northern portion of California. To the coastline. All right, so put that coastline on the country of Jordan, and that would be pretty much where Edom was at. All right, it was to the east of to the southeast of the land of Israel. You know, and like the brother said, east of the Jordan River. I'm sorry, of the the Jordan River. Okay, so. It says in Deuteronomy chapter 32, it's verse 8. It says, when the Most High divided the nations their inheritance, called on me, and
inheritance meaning land. Yep. So when the Lord gave every nation their land,
when he separated the sons of Adam,
right? Now that proves that we ain't everybody. We're not one big family.
Right.
All right. The Lord has the chosen people. Okay. And everybody, despite we all coming from Adam, the Lord separated everybody that came from Adam by nation.
Yep.
Okay.
He even got a chosen within the chosen. Exactly. Because not all of Israel is worth a thing. Right? Yeah. In fact, the majority of Israel ain't worth nothing, man. They're just like the heathen, man.
Bakar and Hassar approved that. All right, Al-Azhar.
Right.
They proved that.
Right.
That all of Israel ain't worth for them. Here it is, y'all claim to be Israelites. And y'all, one still wants to be a pimp, and one wants to get dominated by a nigga woman with a strap on.
Right, and a MAGA hat. After she just got ran through by Edom.
Yeah.
Whatever nasty fantasies he had going on.
Damn.
Yeah.
She don't got dominated by a so-called white man.
Right.
He put his combat boot on her neck. Did some ghetto gagger shit. Now she got a new batch of demons on her, and now she's supposed to come back home to Al-Azhar and use that same
give him the same treatment.
Take that aggression out on that nigga, man. That's diabolical, man. That's crazy.
Let me hit you with something that I get that's bigger than what you
Yeah, that's crazy work.
Fucking weird ass nigga. You gotta be a weird motherfucker to be into some cold shit.
You gotta be a straight up demon, man. You gotta be a demon devoid of light.
That nigga was born on Halloween, man.
Oh,
that's it. Hey, that's it.
The niggas, not to say you got righteous men of the Lord who.
But for him, Nah,
and
that's
all the
it.
stars aligned
Right.
for that nigga.
Right, for
You know what
him?
I'm saying?
Nah,
the
that's
year, the date,
right.
the fucking time he came out the moon,
That was the whole thing for him.
the area he came out.
Yeah.
Tacoma of all places.
Your mom's gonna be a Edomite. Your dad's
Edomite,
gonna be a Momo.
Sodomite.
Golly.
So all the stars aligned. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For that nigga to be Satan in the flesh. Man.
Right. Hey, Apostle Gabar said, man, he said the best thing for him is just to get recycled, man. And the Apostle Gabar said, and I can hear the sincerity in his voice. He said, man, I hope you don't come back as my son. that shows you how much you dislike somebody's spirit. And you hope that they don't come back as your child,
And
man.
James, 12, come back to everlasting things. Ooh, it's 144 right now. Hey, I will buy a lot, which is 144,000. And the Lashawan.
This is Daniel 12 and 2, and many of them.
Let's go to the
No.
Oh. Okay,
Yeah.
my
Your phone said
my phone-
144, but it's actually 138.
Well, this is my
This phone's not on.
Oh.
It's a phone that's not. It's not connected to nothing.
yeah, it's a burner phone.
Right. It's a burner phone.
But yeah,
precepts.
finish that up.
It says they're continuing in Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 8.
Still, you got to give all praise to Yahweh.
Right. Still, call Allah, like Elder Wamba said, right?
Yeah.
You
gotta psych
find
yourself out.
find some reasons to give praise to the Lord, man, because you can't go far enough. All right. You ain't doing it enough, so you might as well find whatever reason you can to give the praise, man.
Right.
Well, them brothers all about numbers. Hey, so be it, man. You
Hey,
know?
our old camp head was on that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Of saying don't
Yeah,
be
you're
on
right.
numbers and the
Yeah,
numbers
man.
is blah blah
Brothers-
whatever.
Brothers had it was, I think me and RCR at the time, we had already departed from the camp, but I remember one of y'all brothers was saying that Uriah was on some Uriah was on some pretty much trying to get on y'all brothers for pointing out spiritual numbers.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, one, what's your deal, dog?
Where you at?
What's up with you, man?
Where you at, man?
You know what I'm saying? That don't give you more fuel to want to keep going and praise the Lord. And
Well, that's what he said. He said,
it's not like it's gonna save you or something like that.
well, yeah, that. But he also was on, not every brother sees numbers like that. It might, crush their spirit.
Yeah.
Well, nigga, open your eyes, man.
Yeah.
Well, hey,
When you don't
maybe
do
the
nothing
Lord's
but-
not dealing with you.
When you don't do nothing but play video games on the computer all day, you ain't gonna see much. You know what I'm saying? You're in a deep dark basement.
No, you always hungover.
Right.
Either drunk or hungover.
Right.
And you ain't
Yeah.
looking for nothing
And
spiritual.
You ain't
you
trying-
ain't got no job.
Yeah, your whole feed is filled with folly. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you ain't gonna see much, man. You know? Anyway.
Meanwhile, the man of the Lord be in the crib all day and just happen to wake up and
still see it.
look at the clock in the middle
Yeah.
of the night.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? 1, like, oh man, all right. Call Allah, everybody, y'all about to outside.
Just checking a timer to see when it's about to go off, and it just so happens to be in the spiritual mode.
Exactly.
You know? Just glancing at something real quick, looking at a paper or something, and it's just printed on the paper or something. You know what I'm saying? It says, he set the bounds of the people according to the number of the children of Israel.
Yeah. So the balance of the people, the inheritance that these other nations have, meaning the land that they was given, was according to the land that the Lord gave the Israelites. So the Lord gave us the land of Israel, and everybody else's land was given to them outside of those borders.
Yep.
All right. Go ahead.
One more verse. It says, for the Lord's portion is his people.
Yep.
Jacob is the lot of his inheritance.
Yeah, so the Israelites is what is the Heavenly Father's portion of people that he's dealing with on the earth. All right, not all nations. The Lord ain't, on board with so-called Christianity in regards to everybody can be saved.
Right.
All right, the Lord ain't with that.
You seen Genesis try to push that shit, and where are they at now, man? Oh, they're all in the background now, trying to push Gentile salvation, man.
Yeah, us as a whole, we're just gonna go ahead and step on back. We gotta get everything in order.
Elder Wampus say he's that guy that's hard as a wet paper bag. You know, he's got the constitution of a wet paper bag, man.
Right.
All right.
All the boxing in the world couldn't save your ass, nigga.
Yeah, niggas probably Edomite. With them beady ass eyes, man. Lightweight cross-eyed eyeballs you got. Looking like Jimmy Kimmel. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah. This is Daniel chapter 12, verse 2. And many of them, let me see. I'll start at 1. And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people, and there shall be a time of trouble, such as was such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time.
And yeah, so when you look at all the events of that has happened throughout history, there's been some catastrophic events, man. Hey, the flood.
Right.
The flood was catastrophe, man, to where only 8 people survived that.
Right.
All right. Now the Lord is saying the times that's coming is going to be far worse than that. Mm-hmm. You know, in Revelation, they talk about pertaining to I want to say that's World War I. Men is going to be desiring death and should not. And if you can grab that when you get a chance, and they ain't gonna find it. Being that, you know, you had dudes getting blown up, guts hanging out, stepping on a landmine, both legs getting blown off, and you want to die, but the Lord is keeping your spirit in your body so you can feel that pain. Why? Because you're an Edomite.
Cold and wet in the trench.
Yeah.
It was bleeding out. You know what I'm saying? Shivering and shit.
Yeah.
Can't nothing warm you. Ain't no blankets to warm you up. Everything's fucking wet. Muddy. You know what I'm saying? You bleeding out, got an infection. Throwing up, diarrhea. Can't die. Just sitting there for days. Days. Shit still blowing up. Dirt smacking you in the face. It's gonna be worse than that, man.
Hey. You got that on a lightweight scale with the war with Ukraine and Russia. You know what I'm saying? Early on in that war, you would have drone footage of motherfuckers, and it'll show cats in the bunker. You know what I'm saying? Looking all like they starving and shit.
Out of bullets.
Out of bullets, looking through. You know? So those times is gonna be nothing compared to what the Lord is about to bring. This final go around. All right.
That's true. I was going into that this morning. Ukraine's calling for, all them refugees that they left when they started that war. There's 1 million war age ready men that are abroad. That is hiding in EU countries.
And that's why Germany put out that law that if you're a military age male, you can't be gone no longer than 3 months. You know what I'm saying? Because they know. And also another thing with the NATO nations, they're really banking on Germany to revamp their military. They're banking on Germany to revamp their military as a dominant force of NATO to go against Russia when it comes to boots on the ground.
Yeah, they just up their spending. What they've been, 10 times what they've been spending.
You see that?
Reading on verse 1, Daniel chapter 12, and at that time shall thy people be delivered, every one that shall be found written in the book, and many of them that sleep in the dust of the earth shall awake, some to everlasting life, and some to shame and everlasting contempt.
Yeah, so we pray that we are of those, all right, that's gonna be unto everlasting life.
That's right.
All right. We don't want to experience shame. You know, we experience shame here on earth.
All right.
As Yahushua did. It says, according to the gospel, I'm not sure exactly what that said, but it says despising the shame. I'm gonna grab it. Yahweh he went through shame and he despised that. You know what I'm saying? He the creator of heaven and earth, or you know, the creator of underneath Yahweh.
Right.
All right, you created everything, creator of heaven and earth, and your own creation is putting you in a situation to where it's shameful.
Right.
You know, they're trying to attribute shame unto what they, you know, attributed shame unto Yahweh Shai, being that he suffered the death he suffered. And as Elder Yasha Wamba goes into from time to time, that's what Esau is trying to do with the accusing of the brethren.
Yeah.
You know, they're about to Esau's about to make that that great accusation to bring shame on the Israelites.
Yep.
To demify what it is we're doing, in hopes that, you know, that's going to solidify his new world order and his artificial blessing.
Right.
You know, which is not going to work.
You got some agents that work for Esau and for Satan. All right, the spiritual demon Satan, that are within the Israelite circle that tries to do the same thing, man, try to demonize and paint a negative image, man. All right, such as these two, what are they called, magpies? Two magpies, fucking Akkad and Hassan, and also that damn deviant Alzar, you know? You know that Revelation?
Real quick, grab Hebrews 12, 1 through 3 real quick. And then we'll grab let's just go finish and we'll grab it later.
Y'all still got that power trip as well.
That was it on the Daniel, right?
Yeah.
Songs of Everlasting. All right, Hebrews 12 and 1. Wherefore, seeing we also are compassed about with so great a cloud of witnesses, let us lay aside every weight and the sin which doth so easily beset us.
Hey, yeah, so that Hakar, Hassad, Alazar, all right, those misfits should have took this into consideration. But hold on, this is Paul talking.
Oh yeah, they don't deal with Paul.
We forgot.
Well, when they went
not
back
authoritative.
to Christianity, they tried to reincorporate Paul.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, because you don't have to keep the law with
Because
Paul,
yeah, you know what I'm saying? If you're gonna talk about Gentile salvation,
you don't have to.
That's
keep the
what,
law.
yeah, that's what
yeah.
I mean.
But if you talk about Gentile salvation, you gotta go through Paul to try to make that point. Because anywhere else in the Bible, trying to make that point, it ain't gonna work.
Right.
Which even when you understand the words of Paul, that doesn't work.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The Bible does not teach about Gentile salvation whatsoever. But you can, if you're a demon, you can use Paul's words, twist them up, and make it sound as if Paul's talking about bringing in heathens. You know?
And let us run with patience the race that is set before us, looking unto Yahweh Shai, the author and finisher of our faith, who for the joy that was set before him endured the cross, despising the shame, and is set down at the right hand of the throne of the Most High.
Right, so Yahweh Shai, he knew the glory and the joy that was to come, so he endured the hell that he had to suffer, that he went through you got to go through it to get to it.
Yep.
And Yahweh Shai had that mind frame of going through it to get to it.
Yep.
All right, so likewise, we got to have that same mental fortitude to endure and go through whatever it is that the Lord puts on our plate to receive glory. All right, now these guys, Sakari, Genesis, TCG Ministries, they ain't got that mindset, because they would have matter of fact, read that verse 1 at the top again. They would have had this in mind.
Hebrews 12 and 1. Wherefore, seeing we also are compassed about with so great a cloud of witnesses, let us lay aside every weight and the sin which doth so easily beset us.
Right. So, and all the sins that have you outcasted. All right. Real quick, can you grab second Ezra? What's that? 16, where it says, "Let not your sins lift up themselves." All right. So, coming into the truth, if you just got your mind dead set on being rebellious, being a hard-headed nigga, all right, being a rebellious son, all right, that's gonna have you in a state of constantly sinning willfully, which is gonna have you outcasted. You're gonna be set to the side. You know, on top of you getting reproved and rebuked, and you still continuing to be a nigga, it's gonna have you way over there in left field. And then when the Most High finds the pristine time to have your sins put out there, you're gonna be looking crazy, like Alazar, like Marco. Okay. So coming into this thing, you gotta get your mind right, man. All right, this ain't about bending the scriptures to your own private interpretation and using it to fulfill your own wicked lusts. No, you gotta be like a horse that's trained and tamed, man. A wild ass horse that wants to butt everybody off its back. You know what I'm saying? That tries to tame it and ride it. Eventually, you know, the bridles and whatnot causes the horse to become tame. Right. To where even a young child can hop on the horse and the horse ain't gonna bug out and do all some crazy shit, but just killing the child or whatever. Right. All right. So we in the same manner got a 144 Brock. We have to conform our life to the life of Yahweh Shai, man. Yep. Which those guys didn't do, obviously.
Hebrews 12:2, looking unto Yahweh Shai, the author and finisher of our faith, who for the joy that was set before him endured the cross, despising the shame, and is set down at the right hand of the throne of the Most High. For consider him that endured such contradiction of sinners against himself.
Yeah, contradiction of sinners against himself. So you niggas is hypocrites. Everything y'all saying is contradictory. Right. All right. Like look at the brothers been going in, you know, various brothers been going in on Alazar waking up out of that casket and doing a video talking about oh well, the apostles and elders, they taught us this behavior and all this shit. And knowing that a lot of people that's within the realm of Israel, whether they're a two-third or not, okay, a lot of these people that claim to be Israelites, they fall into the category of the two-thirds. Right. All right, all those zombies that follow them niggas. Okay, the casuals. Just like you got hardcore boxing fans, and then you got the casuals. All right, so they would be the casuals. Right. All right, they don't know the bullshit that y'all was doing, like Elder Ariella was going into in his video, his walk and talk. A lot of them people wasn't around back in 2010, 11, 12, 13. That you know, the bullshit y'all was doing. Right. They're not privy to all that. They don't got the history. So when you coming out, waking up out of the casket and deciding to do a lesson, trying to point the finger at the apostles and elders, hey, you're being a hypocrite, disingenuous. You're contradicting yourself, okay? And trying to shame the gospel, trying to shame the true men of the Lord. Okay? Read that again, bro.
Verse 2, Hebrews 12:2, looking unto Yahweh Shai, the author and finisher of our faith, who for the joy was set before him endured the cross, despising the shame, and is set down at the right hand of the throne of the Most High. For consider him that endured such contradiction of sinners against him, lest ye be wearied and faint in your minds.
Yeah, so when we go through what we go through, you got to remember that Yahushua went through it first. Right? So, hey, when people talk shit and try to point the finger and throw shade at men of the Lord, hey, the Lord, Yahushua, went through far worse than any of us could ever go through.
Yep.
All right, but guess what? He endured all that because he knew the glory that he would receive in the future.
Yep.
You know, upon completing that mission. All right? So you got to arm yourself likewise with that same mind, as the scripture says.
And they don't understand, you know, the mindset that we have to have in this thing. Because they're not worried about enduring the time of Jacob's trouble and the hour of temptation. So when we hear the apostles say, fuck them kids, hey, if it's them kids or Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, yeah, nigga, fuck them kids.
Right.
That don't mean, call out when Yahweh Bashem Yahushua Bashem Kampadash. That don't mean you just walking around all day long. Walking around all day long, fucking shitting on your kids, beating them up, you know, having babies and just letting the mom raise them and
Right.
doing all kind of madness and wickedness.
Right.
But if they're not going to get down with the program, they come to an age of a man and they're a young boy and they're not going to get it and they're not going to walk in the ways, to hell with them.
You gonna allow them to drag you out the truth?
Crazy work.
You gonna allow them to ruin your chance at salvation?
Yeah.
Hey, it says that for everybody to work out their own salvation with fear and trembling. You gonna allow the, because I got a family, because I got a wife and kids, but they don't want to move in tune with the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. You gonna allow them to drag you back into the world versus you continue to move forward for Yahweh Shai? Is that what you're gonna do, or you gonna say fuck them and keep moving forward, man? You willing to cut your mama off if she ain't seeing eye to eye? Why not be willing to cut your damn wife off if she ain't seeing eye to eye, man? All right. Any point that's made in the scriptures, you can take it and twist it. If you're a demon, you can take it and you can twist it and make it seem like it's saying something else. Alazar knew what the hell. He knew what the apostles was saying at that moment, man. He understood the message that they was putting out right there. He's just being a fucking demon.
Exactly. Yeah, that you know what I'm saying? Hey, Jake be so damn soft over these women. You know, hey, because only mama raised me. I only had sisters.
Yeah, mama.
Yeah. Tupac.
Queen of Heaven, Diana spirit. Man.
Yep. Who else did a song about mama back in the day? Boys to Men.
Mama.
Everything was about mama in the 90s, man. You know, bitch ass niggas, every time a female come up, y'all want to get all weak in the knees and shit.
Right.
Like, goddamn, be a man, dog.
Right.
We ain't over here beating the fuck out of our wives. We ain't over here doing none of the shit these motherfuckers talking about. But we do have a warrior's mentality when it comes to our family.
Right.
Right? You're not going to separate us from Yahweh Shai.
Right.
And the love of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai.
That's Romans the 8th chapter, man. Starting around verse 35.
All right.
And you know, to elaborate on what the brothers are saying is, brothers in Dallas was going into this as well, and various other brothers that have been doing videos pertaining to this topic. The context of what the apostles were saying at that time is not being made known on part of Alazar.
Right.
All right. The context is, if you got anything that even your own family that's coming in between you serving Yahweh Shem Yahushua, you got to cut it off. All right.
Rather enter into the kingdom of heaven, halt and maim.
Yep.
And that's more so for the
body.
For the body. For the brotherhood.
It's the same concept, though.
Yeah.
It's the same thought process, the same pattern.
Yeah.
Okay?
Apply that same concept to what we speaking on.
Right.
And y'all niggas should be able to get it, but a lot of Jake just don't want to.
Jake's ass is simple, man.
Yeah.
You know, and it's sometimes it pisses you off because it be like, man, Lord, why even reveal anything to this nigga if he just gonna be like this? But it's the Lord's program, man. The stumbling blocks got to be out there so those that are supposed to stumble by it can stumble by it. All right? Anybody that gets caught up on Alazar's word, that's on you, man. You believe Alazar over the words of the prophets, that's on you, man. Okay? As for me and my, like Elder Yeshua said, as for me and my house, we gonna serve the Lord.
Is that Joshua?
Yep.
This is Matthew chapter 19, verse 25, when his disciples heard it, I'm gonna start there. They were exceedingly amazed, saying, who then can be saved? But Yahushua beheld them and said unto them, with men this is impossible, but with the Most High all things are possible. Then answered Peter and said unto him, behold, we have forsaken all and followed thee.
Yeah, so Peter and the other apostles, all right, the other disciples at this time, they forsook everything and followed him. Okay, now Peter did have a wife. Okay, and some of the other disciples, it don't really go too much into detail, but you gotta extrapolate that they most likely had families, children.
Right.
But when the Lord came, their spirit was so convicted in belief that that is anointed, all right, the Messiah prophesied to come. Any Israelite in his right mind at that time, knowing our history, knowing that according to the law of Moses, in the prophets, there's going to be a prophet that's going to come in the future that's going to deliver the nation of Israel. Mm-hmm. And then whoop-de-doo, you are alive in a time in which he actually comes.
Right.
If you in your right mind, hey, fuck all this shit, I'm quitting my job. Fuck them niggas. I hit him up on Tuesday and let them know I quit. All right, yeah, hey man, you know, hey, they was actively fishing. Some of them.
Yeah. With their father.
With the father.
Right.
And let drop what they had and follow the Lord.
The father got a whole business going on. You think he wasn't counting on his sons being there to help him draw in those nets
to
and
run the tables?
You know what I'm talking about? Like he was expecting that for him to get the day's wages, he needed the help that his sons was providing out there on that boat, man. They saw the Lord though. They dropped what they was doing. Hey, Pops, we gotta go. You know what I'm saying? Hey, put it like this. If the Lord was to come back right now, and your woman and your children wasn't trying to go, when the Lord, you know what I'm saying, they trying to stay here at Babylon, they ain't trying to go because the Lord's back, they ain't trying to go with him, what you gonna do, man? I'm gonna chill down here with my kids. No, man, you gonna leave them to go with the Lord.
Hey, what was that Michael Jackson said? That song he has on, Heaven Your Way?
Yeah.
No, he can't.
Nah, I can't.
Which is why you, hey, you know.
What's that? Sade, Cherish the Day. I wouldn't want to go to heaven. Or some shit. Am I singing that wrong? Am I singing that wrong? I think that's the lyrics. Yeah, Cherish the Day. Either way, man. Nah, look. If the Lord was to come back, you would drop whatever you was doing to go to go with the Lord, man. All right. Well, it's the same thing. When the Lord calls you, you gotta drop everything you're doing to go and follow the Lord. And if your family, say you got a wife and kids at the time, or you know whatever the case may be, you get with a woman, y'all end up having kids. If she ain't trying to go and follow, you know what I'm saying, she ain't trying to follow your lead when you trying to go to the Lord, you got to leave her behind, man. All right? If the house is on fire and you, hey bitch, come on, we got to get out, and she ain't trying to get up out the bed, nah, I'm just gonna sit here. What, you just gonna sit with her, or you gonna get your ass out the house?
Hey, Lot's wife is a prime example.
Yep.
She lusted for that old life that she was living behind in Sodom and Gomorrah, which the angels straightly gave the commandment not to look back. She looked back,
Right.
showing that her heart wasn't with what was to come.
Right.
It was what was in the past.
Right.
All right, and that's the spirit that a lot of these women have, even a lot of these men, which is gonna get their ass destroyed, man.
Yep.
Go ahead, bro.
Yep.
So it's all within context, man.
Right.
All right, you got to understand the context and what the apostles was relaying.
Right.
Okay.
Because the apostles ain't saying just go out there and just start having all kinds of babies and whatnot, and then don't take care of your kids.
Yeah, they didn't say that.
They didn't say that.
But who did that?
Right.
Who did that? Hakar did that. Got 7
Right.
kids and don't take care of some.
Right.
He even said out of his own mouth, "Oh, when I hate the mother, the child suffers."
The child suffers.
You're a demon, man.
Yeah.
Motherfucking
You're a fucking demon.
Yo, it's your fucking seed, man.
Yeah.
It's your kid,
Give a
man.
fuck about that bitch.
Right.
You got your whole seed just came through her. punish her, nigga. Don't punish the
Right.
the little one.
Right. That's your seed, bro.
That just shows the mentality of niggas, man. You know, just immature ass kids, man. Bunch of grown ass babies walking around having children.
Right.
A nigga like that shouldn't even fucking stick his dick in anything, because you ain't gonna be worth the fuck as a father. That's crazy ass work.
Yeah.
Who does that to an innocent child, man?
Most Jake fight tooth and nail just to be in their child's life, man. Even though the woman's a demon. Even though the woman is trying to put him through all hell, they'll fight all that just so they can be in their child's life, man. This guy's purposefully, nah, I'm you know what I'm saying? Hey, fuck that guy, man.
Right? That dude's a piece of shit, man. And we knew it all these years, man.
We told you.
We you know.
Personally,
yeah.
we have told you.
And a lot of people honestly, a lot of brothers ain't believe us. Keeping it real.
Yeah.
A lot of brothers didn't believe. You know what I'm saying?
Starting with Alizar's ass.
Yeah. They you know, just giving them dudes the benefit of the doubt and whatnot, but it's like we know them dudes personally, man.
Right.
We know they some grease balls.
Right.
And really that's the Washington way, man. The Seattle way. The Tacoma way. Just a bunch of grease balls, man. There's a lot of grease ball activity that the natives of Washington are involved in because of their close proximity to nothing but Edomites, man. All right, Jacob here they're so fucking whitewashed, it's ridiculous, man. So they take on the serpent customs,
Right.
you know. But go ahead, bro.
Behold, and not all of them.
Not all of them. Just brothers that accept.
I'm playing. Behold, we have forsaken all and followed thee. What shall we have therefore?
Right. So Peter's asking, look, Lord, we forsook everything, and we're following you. What's going to be our reward? You know, they forsook what the Lord going to go into.
And Yahweh said unto them, verily, I say unto you,
Truly,
that ye which have followed me in the regeneration, when the Son of Man shall sit in the throne of his glory, ye shall also sit upon the 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel.
So that's going to be the reward. All right, you're going to be judging Israelites sitting in a position of power, being that you forsook everything. All right? So that's the other side of forsaking of family and houses and things of that nature that these guys don't illustrate.
Right.
They want to make you look like the bad guy because you got an unwilling woman that don't want to listen to what you saying.
She ain't trying to be guided.
She ain't trying to be guided. She, you know, you came into the fact that you were Israelite, right? This might be the case for a lot of brothers. You woke up to the fact that you were Israelite. You don't even force that down your woman's throat. You just like express to her, look, man, no more pork.
Yeah.
No more shellfish. No more abominable foods. We ain't eating no more of that.
Right.
You don't go trying to make her wear all skirts and wear fringes on her skirt, and she gotta have her hair wrapped whenever she walk up. You know, because you realize you're in Babylon. You know what I'm saying? That's how you know brothers. A lot of brothers deal with their women.
Right.
All right. And yet and still, even with that, you'll have the woman still being a damn demon.
Yeah.
You know, to the point to where it's like, man, this ain't gonna work out, man. All right, it can be a whole bunch of other things that, you know, Satan hop on her, and you ain't even trying to force her to be a holier than thou Israelite woman, and she's still being a goddamn demon. So it might come a point, and especially if you ain't got kids, it's like, man, I ain't about to put up with this. And then, you know, the scriptures tell you that she that liveth in pleasure is dead while she liveth.
Right.
She want to go on trips. She want to go here and there with her homegirls and whatnot. And we know what women do when they go on girls trips and shit.
Right.
All right. She's influenced by the shit in the world. Okay.
She listens to Cardi B.
Yeah, and it comes to a point to where it's like, look, I ain't got no kids. We on two different trajectories. I care for you. How about Shimmy outside? You care for the world. Why are we even? What are we doing?
What are we doing here?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, so it comes times when, you know, brothers just might part from their woman in regards to that, and it be on her account. You don't want to split because, like the brother was going into, that's gonna cause her to commit adultery.
Right.
But if she got her mind set on leaving, then that's what it is, all right? Because you're born, and you don't want to do nothing, and it's like, look, man, I'm serving the Lord. Like Mac Gray said, by choice, not force, there won't be no problems here. I ain't gonna force you to stay. This you wanna go, you can go.
Right. Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna gorilla pimp you and
I can't force you to believe.
Strong arm you and all that. No, if you want to go, you can go.
Yep.
There's a difference between a brother forcing the truth down a woman's throat and she finding her own path to faith, man. Or not her own path, but she sparked up with some faith where she believes and she wanna wrap her hair up because that's, you know what I'm saying, she's dedicated to that, and, you know what I'm saying, she wants to fulfill that. By all means, go ahead. But we ain't, hey, bitch, what you doing? Why you out here got your hair all out? You know what I'm saying? Hey, brothers don't get down like that. Leave that woman be, man. You know? Hey, the apostles, they tell us to just don't even tell her the truth, man. Let her, you know what I'm saying, let her be. All right? Because you know you're going to fuck up a good thing. It's hard to pull one of these Babylonian bitches into the truth, man. All right? That's a hard task. It's hard pulling a Babylonian man into the truth, let alone the woman.
Yep. Hey, let me read this real quick. 1 Corinthians 7 and 12. But to the rest, speak I, not the Lord. If any brother have a wife that believeth not, and she be pleased to dwell with him, let him not put her away.
Yep.
All right, so
if they get along,
I was going to use myself as an example.
right.
I had a woman for some years. She didn't believe. You know what I'm saying? But she listened to what I would say as far as, like, you know, we ain't eating this, we ain't eating that. You know, she had her own house. Don't buy this, don't, you know. And, you know, it was cool. She actually took heed, you know. It says, let him not put her away. And the woman which hath an husband that believeth not, if she be pleased to dwell with, if he be pleased to dwell with her, let her not leave him. So it works both ways.
Right.
For the unbelieving husband is sanctified by the wife, and the unbelieving wife is sanctified by the husband. Else were your children unclean, but now they are holy. But
if I can make a point real quick, that obviously isn't the case that Elder Apostle Tahar was talking about in that clip.
Yeah.
That obviously ain't the case. If they get along, if your woman get along with you, he ain't telling you, hey, just because you got a woman, just leave her be.
But this is the balance part of it that's not mentioned.
I'm saying when Elder Apostle Tahar in that clip that Al-Azhar used being a fucking demon, obviously Elder Apostle Tahar is not talking about them getting along. It's obviously some schisms going on. She's trying to drag you away from the truth. All right? So there's, you know what I'm saying? If the apostles was never teaching us just flat out just leave your woman. Just leave your woman, leave your kids, man. You know?
Verse 15 it says, but if the unbelieving depart, let him depart. A brother or sister is not under bondage in such cases, but the Most High hath called us to peace. So things can be going cool for a minute in my case, but there comes a time when a woman when she realizes, like once again Mac Gray said, she get it straight from the gate so she knows where this thing is heading. All right? What's up, man? We're not Muslim.
Muslim.
We're not Muslims.
We're all brothers, though.
No, we're not.
Muslim or not Muslim? No?
We're not all brothers.
We ain't Muslim.
Yeah,
not
but
Muslim.
we're still brothers.
No. We're Israelites.
Yes, that's okay.
But we're not all brothers.
All the prophet from Bani Israel, you know, from the sons of Israel. Yes, that's.
No, you guys come from Ishmael.
Oh, okay, yeah.
We come from Jacob.
Ismail is not a prophet.
No,
Ishmael, nah,
no.
Ishmael doesn't. What prophecy did Ishmael bring?
No, he was still the son of Abraham.
He's still the son of Abraham, but that doesn't make him a prophet. Just because you're the son of Abraham doesn't make you a prophet. There's plenty of individuals who's Abraham's children, but that doesn't make them prophets, and that doesn't tie him to Jacob in the form of the ones that was going to receive the prophecies. You see what I'm saying? It went from Abraham to Isaac, and from Isaac to Jacob. Ishmael didn't receive those.
Yeah, but he still his mother was different mother. Yeah,
It's a different. The mother doesn't matter. They split at Abraham. And they became two different. That became two different nations right there. That split means everything. You know, we are out here for the Israelites. We're not out here for the sons of Ishmael. Go ahead, bro.
I'm sorry. We're going to read this off the Bible.
This is 2nd Ezra 6:56. Upon the 6th day, thou gavest commandment unto the earth, that before thee it should bring forth beasts, cattle, and creeping things.
This is going into the creation.
And after these, Adam also,
All right, Adam, right?
whom thou madest Lord of all thy creatures.
Because in the beginning, God had all the animals come to Adam, and he gave Adam the duty to name all the animals and so on and so forth. All right?
Of him come we all.
So we all come from Adam. Everybody on planet Earth today comes from Adam. That's correct, yes.
And the people also whom thou hast chosen.
But there's a people that God chose. Everybody comes from Adam, but there's a chosen people that come from Adam, and the chosen people are these people here, the Israelites.
Oh, 12 tribes?
The 12 tribes. These are God's chosen people.
Oh, he doesn't speak English. He said, what do you guys say? He's the original Bani Israel.
We're the true Jews.
The true
Jews.
Yeah. Is it necessarily you have to be African to be?
No. The Negroes, the Latinos, the North, and the Seminole Indians. But realistically, it's about that bloodline from Abraham to Isaac, and from Isaac to Jacob and his sons. These people have been scattered everywhere.
Oh, I see.
We're all over the place. So it's not just a skin color thing. It's about the actual seed from the father going all the way back unto Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob.
Oh, that's cool.
All this have I spoken before thee, O Lord, because thou madest the world for our sakes. As for the other people, which also come of Adam.
So it's spoken about how the world was created, and it said for our sakes. You've got to remember that the prophet Ezra was speaking on behalf of the Israelites, okay? So he said that the world was made for our sakes. We was the ones that was given the promise of receiving the Holy Land. The world, when it was actually created, it was created for the Israelites. As the Most High Power, the one of the Bible, is the power of the Israelites. His name is Yahweh. His son's name is Yahweh Shai. He said that...
I want to say this real quick. Do you agree that the Israelis in Israel, do you agree that they control the earth?
No, not the earth.
You don't think they control the earth?
No, they have what's called Palestine now. They existed there. God
like who's in charge
like
of
here in
these
America,
different governments?
You know how Benjamin Netanyahu comes to America? A lot of the Israelis have a lot of influence on the political system here in America. So at one point in time, America was considered the greatest nation on earth. But how is it the greatest nation on earth when another nation tells this nation what to do? It shows you that those people control all this stuff. Right? But the thing is, the Lord, the Heavenly Father, He created this planet. It was created for these people. And in due time,
most of all the prophets and messengers came from Israel.
All the prophets came from the Israelites.
Except Muhammad.
But he's not a prophet. In the eyes of the Israelites, he's not a prophet.
So how do we know which one is which?
He
was learned from Christian Jews in Arabia.
Well,
I think
Islam was actually made up as a form to control Ishmael, the Ishmaelites. These people made that up. gave it to the Ishmaelites as a form to control them, but they actually ended up really believing it. All right, so Islam is a made up religion.
Right.
All right, the true even in Islam, in the Book of the Cow, it mentions that the prophets are the Israelites come from the Israelites. Out of you got his own book. It says that.
Yeah.
But in our book, the Bible, it doesn't say anything about you guys being prophets.
Let me ask you this logical questions. Were you guys born Christian? So the theory that's on YouTube, they're saying that Christians take on their parents' religion usually. Like I'm born in the Middle East in Lebanon, and my parents are Muslim, so I adopted that's the only one I know.
Yeah.
And so probably you, most of you, probably most likely Christian.
Well, we were born here in America.
Yeah.
Now, we were fed. We call it plantation Christianity.
Yeah.
Christianity that people worship here in America is a result of the black people that claim to be Christians in America. That comes from slavery.
Right.
Right.
What he just said. that too.
Yeah. That comes from slavery.
Yes,
The slave master, the white man, he gave us that. But that doesn't tie us to a nationality, to a heritage. Our nationality, our identity, everybody has a biblical identity. Our biblical identity is that of a Hebrew Israelite. When we were in slavery, our true heritage, they beat it out of us.
You're saying the African are actually
Not the African, no, not the Africans.
Negro.
The Negroes.
So-called Negroes. There's a difference between Africans and Israelites.
Right.
Now, during the time of 70 AD, you had the Romans that persecuted the Jews.
Yeah.
All right, the diaspora happened. So when Titus, Vespasian, and Domitian, those Roman emperors, when they came and took over Jerusalem, at that time it was so-called Negroes. These people right here, look. These three tribes, Judah, Benjamin, Levi, Negro, West Indian, Haitian. This is what we are called today. But according to the Bible, this is our biblical name.
Oh, I see.
Okay, so at the time, only these three tribes were in Jerusalem. The Romans came. This is after the Lord, after the one the world called Jesus Christ was sacrificed and went back to the heavens. The Romans came and took down Jerusalem, and what happened was a lot of our people that were still there, they fled to Europe, to Africa, the west part of Africa, all over the world, right? So in Africa, majority of the Israelites went to the west part of Africa. So you have actual Africans in Africa, which according to the Bible they're known as Ham. The children of Ham.
Hamites.
About that too.
You know, go ahead. So there's a difference. There's a difference. Just like every person in the Middle East.
That's what you got right there?
I can't. Oh, you're Syrian.
You
would get mad. Lebanon. You're
Lebanon.
Lebanese.
Yeah.
Oh, you're Syrian.
Yeah.
You're Irani. You're Iraqi.
Who knows?
You're from Kuwait. You're Bahraini.
Yeah.
You're Qatar.
Have you been to Middle East?
No. We just know. We know what we're talking about.
We know the difference.
You know. So it'd be an insult for us to call you a Qatari
Right.
or a Bahraini or a Saudi Arabian.
But honestly, I like religion, but at the same time, I don't like what you just said in the beginning. We're not brothers. So
Because we're not, according to the Bible.
I mean, that's division.
The Bible speaks on division.
Then we're going to hell, and only you guys
No,
go to hell.
there's no such thing as hell.
There's no such thing as hell.
That's Christianity.
That's Christianity.
Okay.
There's no
So
such
you believe
place as hell.
everybody
This
is
is-
gonna go to heaven eventually?
What happened was there was
Heaven's not a made-up place in the sky like Christians teach.
right.
Heaven is a kingdom that's going to be on earth, ruled in righteousness.
So what happened when we die then? Where are we going?
You go back to the
reincarnation.
spirit world. You go back to the spirit world, then you get reincarnated.
Matter of fact, read that.
Okay.
Read that.
That's
We can
What-
answer it out the Bible.
What
too.
happened is this book documents our history.
He
It documents
doesn't understand. I wish he knew.
this
Well,
book
explain
documents
to him when we get done.
it documents a history of a people, right? When you go throughout the Bible, it tells you about the history, the beginning of them, the history all the way up to a certain point. It speaks about a certain people, the Israelites. All right. Now, what happened was there was people who took this and made a whole religion based off of it.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Versus just allowing this to be the customs and the mannerisms and the ways and the history of a certain people.
Right.
They took it and spread it forth, saying that, oh, the words that's written in this book is meant for everybody, and it's not meant for everybody. And they spread a false religion based off of that called Christianity and Catholicism,
do you believe
but
God
that's not true.
So sometimes I ask, do you believe God allowed that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Why would He allow evil?
because
things?
there's
Why? I mean, that's
I'll put it to you like this: balance, right? When you watch a movie, what's your favorite movie? You know,
I don't know. I had so many. I don't.
all right. Well, when you watch a movie, do you say, why did the director make him the bad guy?
Yeah.
Why did he make him the good guy? You're not gonna watch a movie and get on the phone and try to contact the director and be like,
But God is in control. Come on.
Exactly.
Right? All the time.
So who are we to tell him what to do with his creation?
This is his movie.
No, but why would He allow such evil?
Because
Why
I
I'm
read this-
misled and you're guided and I'm misguided?
Can I read this?
I'm not getting mad. It's like, why God? These guys, folks, are guided by.
but now,
Because it's the Lord's
it's
program.
his will. He
Right.
can do what he
So I'm
wants to.
destined to go to hell because I didn't.
There's
There's no
There's
such
no
thing
such
as
thing
hell.
as hell.
Hell is just the grave.
Hell don't exist.
Right. Look,
Hell doesn't
Isaiah,
exist.
let me read this real quick. Isaiah chapter 45, verse 7. It says, I formed the light and create
Hey,
darkness.
I still like it, brother. Good. I will tell you
He
this.
doesn't know.
I will tell you this. There's a lot of people,
One good.
right? Our people, being that we've been scattered all over the
Muhammad,
place.
Abraham.
A lot of our people are actually, they look like people of the other nations.
Muhammad Ali Clyde, Michael
You know,
Jackson.
if say I'm
Rosie,
from Lebanon
Rosie,
and I got married to a Lebanese woman and I have kids with her,
Here in America, Muslim.
then those kids have kids because you are whatever your father is.
Look,
So
look
say
at Leslie.
I have kids with a Lebanese woman.
Look,
Those
Quran,
kids have kids with a Lebanese woman.
One-
and
one-
keep,
one
they
type,
keep,
one
eventually,
type Muslim.
they're gonna look full Lebanese, but really they're a product of me. So there's a lot of people in Lebanon that are actually Israelites and they don't even know it.
How do I know? Go run a DNA test or something?
No. It's according to the spirit.
Right.
Oh, I
It's
see.
according to your
When
spirit.
the Lord comes back, he'll separate it all.
Yeah.
He'll go through and he'll all these people are actually Israelites, all these people are
Hey,
not.
the road, as you know, is about to change, man.
Right.
It's about to change. This is what's going to happen. You're going to have World War III.
I hope not, man. That's
No,
yeah,
it's
it's
in the
coming.
Bible. It's in
It's
the
coming.
Bible.
It's
You're going to have
prophecy.
World War III. You're going to have the mark of the beast, which is a microchip that
RFID
the government,
microchip.
the whole world is going to force everyone to take a microchip. All right, but eventually, the Lord is going to return, and these people, all right, the so-called Negro, Latino, North American Indians, so on and so forth, we're going to be the gods on the earth. We're going to be at the top, and everybody's going to be beneath us, and we're going to put the whole world back in order
In
in righteousness.
Right.
And everybody
Also,
Everybody
no
gonna
more
be in their
poison.
right positions.
No more poison.
No more listening to
You
the white
guys
man.
gave me
Right.
some hope that I might have DNA.
Hey, you might.
hope,
you might.
hope that you
You
should
might.
hope
Yeah,
that
hope that you're an
Israelite.
Israelite.
I have good heart, I know that. But
There you
Hey,
go.
there you
see?
go.
That's the start.
That's
All
a
right,
good start.
take care, man.
All right,
Thank you.
see guys.
Take care.
They didn't want to
Back to
actually.
our-
They didn't want to actually hear the scriptures.
Yeah, well, because the old boy wants to be a part of it. Hey, he could be an Israelite. Let's do
Yeah,
be
yeah,
actually
yeah,
easy.
yeah. 'Cause he was actually interested.
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
if
yeah.
he would have came up alone, he would stand in.
I think he could be a Jake.
He
man,
could
'cause
be a Jake.
He was like when we
You
was
can
like,
see, you can see it in his
ain't no-
eyes.
yeah,
He was like,
he was like,
seriously
when we said no hell,
Yeah.
and he was like, woo.
Right.
He didn't do that, but like that was the sentiment. He was like his eyes got big. He was like, what?
Yeah.
He's like, I'm going to hell. I was like, no, ain't no such thing as hell. He's like for real?
You can see he ain't really solid on that Muslim thing.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know what I'm saying? Like,
He said he got a good heart,
yeah.
which ain't none of us. You know what I'm saying? Like we got a fleshly heart.
good
I mean, excuse me, we got a stony hearts.
Stony heart.
Being that we're still in captivity.
Right.
But hey, he show up here. But let's get back to what we need.
Before this, right?
Yeah.
All right, back in Matthew 19 and 27, or 29. And everyone that hath forsaken houses, or brethren, or sisters,
Yep.
or father or mother or wife or
Yeah.
children.
Hey, you can be
hey.
there's
Call out,
certain
man.
brothers
How
in the
about
truth
shooting outside?
who whose parents, you know, found out that they was into the Israelites, learning and you know, changing their ways and whatnot, and parents forsake them. You got to get the fuck out of my house. You with that Israelite stuff? You got no, hell no. We only worship Jesus Christ in this house.
Right.
You got to get up out of here.
Yep.
That's the balance of what we're going into, man.
Right.
You know. So you could forsake houses. You know what I'm saying? You could it might be more beneficial to just rent an apartment versus trying to pay some crazy ass mortgage.
Right.
You know, being that you came into the truth, you might, because once you come into the truth, it's a whole nother layer of hell and curses that you deal with.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Because the Lord's he's gonna test you, which means you openly now into the fire, man.
Yep.
You know.
Yeah. And you can have it to where you end up losing your job.
Right.
As soon as you came into the truth, the demons at work just start doing shit, and you know, you end up losing your job, not on the account of any wrong that you've done, but just because Satan got a target on you.
Right.
All right. And now you can't afford to pay that mortgage that you was once paying.
Right.
You've been paying this mortgage 10 years, you're married and all this.
On time.
On time.
Paying extra.
And now,
You know
and
what I'm
now
saying?
you got to forsake this house, move into an apartment because you can't afford to, you know,
Right.
hey, shit happens, man.
Right.
You know?
Gotta roll with the punches.
Yep.
Or mother or wife or children
Yeah.
or
Wife,
lands
children, lands,
for my sake, my name's sake,
for the name of Yahweh Shem Shah.
shall receive an hundredfold and inherit everlasting life.
So you gonna receive 100-fold, and then everlasting life on top of that. Look at Job, the prime example.
Yep.
Can you grab that in the Job where it talks about he was restored? All
You
that?
got it all back.
Job lost everything.
Hey, in the ancient world, you think about the time when Yahushua was making that statement, you forsaken lands. That means that's land that you would have had to be on that land actually cultivating, man. You know what I'm saying? You would have had to actually be working those fields on that land. But you left it be so that way you can actually just go and follow the Lord. You know what I'm saying? To where the land ain't getting taken care of to where it's making a profit anymore, because you're all following the Lord rather than working the land. So if you forsook the land to follow the Lord's telling you, hey, he's gonna give you much more back. So just putting that into a perspective of letting you know you leave things behind, but the Lord's gonna give it all back, man. You know, livelihoods change. The brother said it. When you come to the truth, man, everything changes over for you, man. Okay.
I'll read the last verse. But many that are first shall be last, and the last shall be first.
Those guys want to be first. They want to have their cake and eat it too. You want all these wives. You trying to have all these children. You know, you want to be this model Israelite citizen. All right, on paper. But behind closed doors, you're a piece of shit. That's why the apostles say it's best not to have a woman, man.
Yeah.
All right, so being in the truth, having had a woman, you know, for some time in the truth, and not having a woman now, I'd rather just be single until Isaiah 4:1 really hit.
Yeah.
All right, because it's a lot less stressful.
Right.
All right, you ain't got to worry about fucking phone calls. You ain't got to worry about babysitting. You know what I'm saying? Because a woman ain't nothing but a big ass kid. Okay, you ain't got to worry about. You just got more time to apply to serving the Lord, man.
You can put your focus in the right
Undivided
direction.
attention.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to worry about, damn, all right, I got to do something with her just to have her fucking not bicker and complain.
Yeah.
She want to go do this. I don't want to go do that shit. That shit, man. Fuck that shit, man. Certain brothers cut off for that, but I ain't one of them. You know what I'm saying? Fuck that, man.
The Lord's prescribed unto you what you can handle. You know what I'm saying? Not every brother's walk is going to be exactly the same. So don't hear another brother's walk and get discouraged of your walk. You know, if you already got something established with a woman, this, that, and the third, seek not to be loose. If you are single already, don't seek to find a wife, because if you seek to find a wife, her wants are of the world.
Right.
Your wants are of the spirit, and it's going to get in the way.
Yep.
No matter how tuned in she is, she still every once in a while gonna have to let her hair down and dip her toe in the world, man.
Women ultimately, they want to be seen.
Yeah.
That's why they always want to go out in public, because they want to be seen. You know what I'm saying? They want you to display public affection to them for the world to see, so they can feel validated and loved. And like, that shit's so fucking corny.
They want to show skin.
Corny. You know what I'm saying? So, man, brothers got their own balance. But if you ain't got to deal with that shit, don't.
All right. Unless you burn.
And then after that, get a prostitute. Let me move.
See? He said get a prostitute, man. He's guy over here talking about prostitutes, man.
Get a harlot, man.
Jake need to grow the fuck up, man. All right, a lot of individuals that get into this Israelite thing, you don't know how to be an actual man. You gotta grow up. All right. I grew up in this truth, man. Real talk. You know what I'm saying?
What you was 19?
I was 19.
Right before you turned 20.
Yep.
At least like 6 months.
Yep.
Teenager.
At least 6 months before turning 20.
A teenager drinking the Colorado.
Drinking wine for the first time.
Boy.
Like what the hell is this?
Drinking wine and shit.
What the hell is this? You know? Drinking wine and occasionally strong drink. You know what I'm talking about? Straight race. But on what I'm talking about though is the truth really teaches you how to be a man though. Because there's individuals that was well into their 20s. Well within their 20s that had to learn how to be a man within this truth, man. Okay? And a part of knowing how to be a man is knowing when to let certain things go. Okay? When to pivot, when it's time to pivot. Hey, this was a good move for a time, but now it's time to let that go and move another direction, man. Okay? This car was working with me for a bit, but now it's time to get a new car. Type of a deal, okay? And I'm just using the car as an example, all right? Sometimes it's the job, sometimes it's the woman, sometimes it's the house, you know? Sometimes you may really have a firm attachment to the thing, but you gotta let it go so that way your spirit can grow, okay? That's all I got to say on that. Go ahead.
What are we still reading here? That's 7 over 9.
What's the
Job 42.
Oh, yeah.
This is Job chapter 42, verse 10. And the Lord turned the captivity of Job when he prayed for his friends. Also, the Lord gave Job twice as much as he had before.
Yep. So twice as much as he had before. And Job was
he was
well off.
He was wealthy.
He was the richest in the East.
He was extremely wealthy. He had cattle, he had land, he had servants.
Yep.
All right, he had children. He had all the metrics for wealth in the ancient world. He had it, man. He had it abundantly. Okay? That was the point. I can continue on, but it's just into the story. It's not. Well, I guess there's only 2 more verses. It says, or 3 more verses, 4 more. No, there's a couple more verses. It says, then came there unto him all his brethren and all his sisters, and all they that had been his acquaintance before, and did eat bread with him in his house. And they bemoaned him and comforted him over all the evil that the Lord had brought upon him. Every man also gave him a piece of money, and every one earring of gold. So the Lord blessed the latter end of Job more than his beginning. For he had 14,000 sheep, and 6,000 camels, and 1,000 yoke of oxen.
Imagine that in this day. You got, what, 14,000 sheep?
Mm-hmm.
Imagine having 14,000 sheep as an Israelite man in America. You know?
You lose lose your mind. You
Yeah.
wouldn't even know what to do with it. You wouldn't even know what to do with one sheep.
But that,
You know what I'm
but hey, that's wealth.
Yeah, that's extreme wealth.
You know,
Hey, farmers who actually have herds like that are well off. They got big ass plots of land for a farm, a big barn, a big, you know what I'm saying, usually have a nice big house that they've inherited through the generations that was built well, you know what I'm saying?
Shit, I knew a nigga that had a sheep farm. This nigga drove a brand new 2000 in high school.
Yeah.
Brand new 2000 Lexus on 20s. The Lexus i300,
Yeah.
IS300 on 20s with the flip screen and the system. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they had it all.
Yeah.
Four-wheelers and crotch rockets and,
Yep.
you know what I'm saying? Very, very, very well off.
Yep.
Different plots of land in different areas. You know what I'm saying? But fucking, just straight, you know, not that it matters, but they were some straight Edomite devils, man. Motherfucking, they were Greek, and they had, they would get motherfuckers from, what is that country? Where they got the alpacas? It's high up in the mountains in southern, no, it's in South America. Where Machu Picchu is?
Chile.
No, Peru.
Peru. So the Peruvians are master herdsmen because they got hella alpacas up on the mountain. Colorado, where we live, was hella mountainous, so they would get people from Peru instead of Mexico to come herd the sheep. Well, there's one motherfucker, totally off topic, just real quick. He went banging on somebody's house one night because the motherfuckers tried to kill him. And it had come to find out everybody that was there was basically a fucking slave.
Damn.
So they was treating these fucking Peruvians like shit, beat the fuck out of one of them to where he almost died. He had to call to somebody else's house, and then they got in trouble for basically for slavery.
That 144 right there.
555. But hey, just to the point that hey, having a sheep farm, it wasn't nowhere near what this is talking about, would make you very wealthy.
It's wealthy. Cattle in general.
even to have this in this day and time, you still be wealthy, but that has nothing on what we're gonna receive in the kingdom of heaven.
Absolutely.
That's right.
You know, that's the point I was getting at.
Yep.
You know,
And Job had much more than what he had in the beginning. Okay.
Double.
Yep. Because that's what it said right here. It said in verse 10, and the Lord turned the captivity of Job when he prayed for his friends. Also, the Lord gave twice as much as he had before. So jumping back down to verse 12. So the Lord blessed the latter end of Job more than his beginning, for he had 14,000 sheep and 6,000 camels and 1,000 yoke of oxen and 1,000 she-asses. And he had also 7 sons and 3 daughters, and called the name of the first Jemima, and the name of the second Keziah, and the name of the third Karen Hupich. And in all the land were no women found so fair as the daughters of Job. And their father gave them inheritance among their brethren. After this lived Job 140 years, and saw his sons and his sons' sons, even 4 generations. So Job died being old and full of days.
so Job was blessed. But the point being, Job maintained his integrity in serving the Lord. He lost everything he had, but the Lord had him bounce back. So if you are in a situation to which you gotta ultimately forsake your family or possessions, material possessions on this side, man, the Lord got you. As long as you maintain that faith in Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, as it said, as the scripture says, the author and finisher of our faith. All right? Yahushua is the author and finisher of our faith. Yahushua himself is going to be the one to bless you with your heart's desire in the kingdom of heaven.
Right.
You know? So you can't be so emotional to where you allow these demons, all right, Hakah, Hassad, Alazar, to get you to stay tied to a toxic situation, so to say,
Right.
a family situation, or your woman, she a damn straight up dragon demon, But for the sake of not wanting to look bad, you put up with being treated like a beta male.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? She talking to you, going upside your head and shit.
Damn.
You got niggas, hey, there's niggas that in the truth that allow their woman to go upside their head, man, and then go to camp the next day.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Why you got a whoop on your head?
Oh yeah, you know I was
It's from work. It's from work.
you know.
That's crazy.
I was working.
Hey, your heart's desire can't be no wicked bullshit neither. All right, your heart desire can't be that your woman go get dominated by a Edomite and then come back and show you what she learned.
Hey, well, in
You
the kingdom of heaven, everybody's heart's desire for Israel is going to be righteous.
I'm taking stabs at that nigga because fuck that guy, man.
Yeah, fuck him.
All right, he's a fucking piece of shit, man. He's a straight up demon. All right,
Shitted on the floor.
he's a straight up demon, man.
Yeah, man, that guy.
You know?
Because he used to be at the old camp house early on. We had a camp house out in Lakewood. He would come over, and this fool used the bathroom, clogged the toilet to where it over flooded, and there was doo-doo on the ground. Right? There was a mud pie on the ground, and right after he used the bathroom, I think I went in there one night and I'm like, yo, there's shit on the ground, man. And this fool's trying to act like he ain't do it. And Shaquat that was in the camp, it was his house. You know, he was like, man, I ain't picking that shit up because I ain't do it. And, you know, that's his house. So, you know, if he did it, he'd pick it up because it's his house.
Right.
And so I'm just like, man, like, this fool, we know you did it, dog. And you just gonna leave the shit on the ground? So I had to be the big, there's only three of us, and I had to be the bigger man and clean up some shit that didn't belong to me for the sake of clean, you know, like, God, man.
That's crazy.
A fucking demon. So we know how much of a dirtbag that dude is, man. We speaking from experience. Go ahead. That was it on that, right?
That was it on that.
What'd you have?
Second Ezra's 9.
I got
Hold
Second
that,
Ezra 16.
Grab
I got Revelation 9, and I got Habakkuk 2.
Grab the 16, Revelation 16. Well, actually, grab the Revelation 9.
This is Revelation chapter 9.
Going into how we was going into
Men
one
going to be
to-
desiring to be killed.
yeah,
You know?
and because the times that's coming is going to be worse than any time since the Most High created a nation.
You want me to the point, or you want me to read up
Well,
a
you can
little?
start up.
This is Revelation chapter 9, verse 1. And the fifth angel sounded, and I saw a star fall from heaven unto the earth, and to him was given the key of the bottomless pit. And he opened the bottomless pit, and there arose
What's the
smoke.
bottomless pit is Europe.
And there arose smoke out of the pit, as much smoke of a great furnace, and the sun and the air were darkened by reason of smoke of the pit.
And that's because that smoke, that was all because of the war that was taking place. All right, what verse was you at?
I started at verse 1, I just read verse 2.
Yeah, this is World War I. All right, go ahead.
Verse 3, and there came out of the smoke locusts upon the earth, and unto them was given power as the scorpions of the earth have power. As these scorpions of the earth have power.
Yeah, and that's going into the World War I planes. All right, the way they were configured. You know, you had the those individuals that were sitting in the tail of the plane, the gunners.
Gunners
You know,
in the
be
back of the
shooting,
plane,
you
firing off automatic machine
rounds.
guns, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Just firing them off, you know? It says, and it was commanded them that they should not hurt the grass of the earth, neither any green tree, neither any green thing, neither any tree, but only those men which have not the seal of the power of the Most High in their foreheads.
Right, which the only ones that can have that seal of the Heavenly Father would be Israelites. All right, so if there was any Israelite men that were in that, which the apostles go into it, if there were any Israelite men that were in that war, whose descendants through their lineage ultimately that will come to be men of the Lord were not killed. All right, because if your great grandfather was over there in World War I and survived that, he survived it so that way your ass could be here to push his word.
Yep.
All right.
And for the real kicker, it might have been you. For the real kicker, it might have been you. You know. It says
That's the A, and you know that's crazy because a lot of us brothers that actually was in the military.
Yeah. we fought in those wars.
Yeah, there's nothing new under the sun.
Right.
You got brothers that
Yep.
was it served in Esau's military. It might not. You might have been deployed. You might not have been deployed. All right. But say if you didn't get deployed this go around, you was over there in World War I and II.
Right.
Fighting. You might have been in Vietnam. Well, not that's
Vietnam.
too close.
Vietnam was
too
too
close. But World War I, you know.
Yeah.
So who knows?
That time frame matches up.
Matches up perfectly.
You know what I'm saying?
3 or 4 generations.
Right.
Which is 75 to 100 years.
Hey, think about that being World War I, right? Which was a little over 100 years back.
It was World War
Right.
I was 1914 to 1918.
Yeah, I know it's in the teens because World War II took place in
And
the 40s. Right.
Yeah.
So-
1939 and 1945.
So a little over 100 years ago. You know what I'm saying? World War I. And here comes World War III, which is about to be on a whole different scale, man. A whole different magnitude, man. Okay? It says, and to them it was given that they should not kill them, but that they should be tormented 5 months. And their torment
And then 5 months goes into those 5 years, 1914 to 1918.
And their torment was as the torment of a scorpion when he striketh a man. And in those days, this is the point, shall men seek death and shall not find it.
Yeah, from those wounds. You had them Edomites wanting to die.
Tone up.
You know what I'm saying? Because of those wounds they suffered. Go ahead.
It says, and shall desire to die, and death shall flee from them.
Mm-hmm.
And the shapes, you was gonna say something?
Just thinking about how much, when you watch the World War II videos, how much chaos was going on there, and knowing that World War I was worse than that, you can see why they wanted to die. Even if they wasn't already wounded. Just going from town to town, going against all kind of crazy shit, bombs going off, what do they call them, leach fields, where they got the minefields? Minefields, motherfucking getting thrust through with the end of a bayonet when you in hand-to-hand combat, not seeing your, like, you just out there, and this is when, you know, you didn't have fucking dope-ass MREs with little fucking Tabasco packets and Reese's Pieces buttercups.
Yeah, a hard-ass biscuit.
A biscuit if you was lucky.
If you was lucky.
And a can of ham.
Right.
So, hey, it was utter hell, man.
And a picture of Mary Ann in your breast pocket.
Right.
Picture of Mary Ann and shit.
It's black and
Real
white.
Mary Ann, though, that was a good.
It's black and white. She
Mary
got
Ann getting fucked on while you
Right.
over there. Nigga,
Bad.
Right.
She getting fucked on.
She just
you
can't
come
sit.
home, she got
getting
3
ran through.
kids.
Oh.
She got 3 kids
Oh.
by 4 baby daddies.
Golly.
And yeah, she thought your ass was dead.
She thought you
Yeah.
was dead,
You
nigga.
passed up
She
on
done-
all
she
kind of
done-
good pussy while you was over there.
Right. Trying to stay
Germans,
faithful.
Yeah.
Italians,
Right,
they was
right,
trying to
right.
throw that at you. No, Mary Ann.
And that's the only thing that kept you going night after night. Was thinking about getting back to Mary Ann's ass, who you was only courting. Who you ain't.
You went on
You know
one
what I'm
date the
saying?
night
You
before
was
you
only
left.
courting.
Didn't even get a kiss goodbye. Nigga.
She
wanted
waved
a
a
pen
handkerchief
pal.
at your ass.
That nigga, what's his name? The black
The
nigga,
old nigga,
white
the
black
old,
nigga
not
in the
old.
chair.
The old nigga, right?
Jesse Lee
That's it.
Peterson.
Later.
Better. Hey.
He's funny as hell.
That nigga's a dude. I believe that nigga.
He's a troll, man. Yeah.
He's a weird looking person, man.
Oh.
Later.
Hey, that trench warfare was man, you would be there for weeks on end, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? In the trenches, just until the other side ran out of ammo, pretty much. And you gotta hope that they don't got a supply chain coming. You know what I'm saying? Or until you actually storm it and kill them all, man.
Yeah, or you make it to your next place where there's other people who are taking on from there.
Right. That man.
Shit.
Yeah, this World War III, like the scriptures say, man, it's not gonna be about battles rolled in blood, man. It's gonna be dust, smell, and smoke. We see with Russia, we see with how they did with Iran, we see that what they form of fighting now is missiles, man.
Blowing shit up.
Drones and missiles. So as soon as all them troops get over there, you already know how they about to get down.
Chitty chitty bang bang.
You know. It says, that was the point of what we wanted. Do you want to continue going?
No, that was it.
Okay. You want 2nd Ezra 16 or Habakkuk 2?
Get there, second.
This is 2nd Ezra chapter 16, verse Slovakia, hold up. See what was you holding?
2nd Ezra's 9. We called for the 16th for
Down for letting out your sins.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
All right. 2nd Ezra chapter, I clicked off the app, so when I came back into it, it just had me right at the top.
Oh,
And I was just like, damn, I don't remember what,
Hey,
you know, if it wasn't raining, I'll have my, you know what I'm saying? It's not raining right now, but it's supposed to, so I didn't pull out my actual sword. 2nd Ezra chapter 16, I think it's verse like 72 or so. 76. 2nd Ezra chapter 16, verse 75. All right. It says, "Be ye not afraid, neither doubt, for the Most High is your guide, and a guide to them who keep my commandments and precepts, saith the Lord power. Let not your sins weigh you down, and let not your iniquities lift up themselves."
Yep. Let not your sins weigh you down. Because like he was going into, we in this flesh, man. You're going to be going through things. You're going to be tempted. You're going to go off. All right? But it's about what you do when you go off.
Right.
What's your integrity? What's your anastrophe? What's your walk, man?
Right. Your rock.
Yeah.
Walk. You know what I'm saying? Your way. Your path. You know what I'm saying? Because there's two different ways that you can go about it. Because you acknowledge that you sin. So it's either, oh man, I acknowledge that I sinned. So you repent and it's sorrowful about it. You know what I'm saying? And you try to make mental efforts to not do it again.
Right.
Right? Or you just be like, fuck it. And you just continue going as if nothing's wrong. Yeah, I sinned, so what? Type shit. You know what I'm saying? It says, every time I turn the phone sideways, it starts me all the way back at the top. It says, woe be unto them that are bound with their sins and covered with their iniquities, like a field is covered over with bushes and the path thereof covered with thorns.
Hey, yeah, that was Alazar, Hassad. Just can't get right. Some reprobates.
It says that no man may travel through. It is left undressed and is cast into the fire to be consumed therewith.
Yep. That's gonna be the state of them niggas. At least they repent.
Right.
Which, you know, as brothers been saying, we don't see that happening.
Right.
Because they would have been on
They would have did it already.
years ago.
Right.
A decade ago.
Right.
How about that?
Right.
Dang.
Over a decade ago.
Had plenty of time. They just gonna chill out in the middle of the road like that. That's crazy. They had plenty of time to correct themselves, man. You know. But hey, a field that's over, you know what I'm saying, got bushes and stuff. The path with all them thorns and whatnot, you gotta burn it.
Right.
That's the only way you can try to recover that field, man. What you gonna do? Come with a weed whacker? You gonna come with some, the shears and try to clear that field? Nah, you're gonna have to burn it, man. So the same is with these people who just allow their sins to just overgrow on them. you good for the fire, man.
You avoid judgment. You know, judgment was put out there in the form of rebuke, right? Reproof, admonishment. You ain't take heed to that. So one thing you will take heed to is that fire.
You shall know it after death by faith. You don't want to get right with the Lord now. He gonna force you to get right.
Yeah. Real quick, I'm gonna read Isaiah 9:5. It says, "For every battle of the warrior is with confused noise and garments rolled in blood, but this shall be with burning and fuel of fire."
Yep. So this new war, all the ancient wars was, you got the troops.
You got muskets and
you
shit.
pull out. Well, I'm talking about the ancient wars. You pull out the sword. You know what I'm saying? Maybe there's some what's these?
Some grenades?
No.
Artillery.
You wind it back and then you
sling.
let it go. Yeah, it's a
Sling.
big ass sling. Catapult.
Catapult.
Maybe there's catapults. You know what I'm saying? Different type of engines for war and whatnot. But for the most part, for soldier on soldier, you gotta go and you gotta go and best this guy, man. Because maybe you got a sword, maybe you got a spear, maybe you got a shield, but you gotta find his weak point and you gotta do it before he gets you. So that way you can continue, man. He ain't the last one. There's more that you gotta go and take down. So the garments and the blood rolled up, man. All right, but it's that the new war is dust and smell of smoke. Fuel and fire. I'm sorry, I said dust and smell of smoke. It's gonna be fuel and fire, man. All right, from missiles, artillery, getting fired off. Okay, drones. All the nations is now making suicide drones. Now they realize that that's the new win. You know.
But they're using those suicide drones over in Russia right now. I was talking to this brother. They got the. Hey, can you look up the Saint Peter? Saint
It's like the third
Petersburg?
one that I seen.
No, that's the same guy. He came in
Oh,
here.
okay.
That's why I said this.
Yeah.
He got another crackhead in the car with him. The Saint Petersburg Forum or something like that. It's pretty much Russia's version of the Davos Summit or G20
Forum?
Might be.
Oh, you said forum.
I don't know.
St. Petersburg forum. They blew that motherfucker up.
But you got Ukraine that's sending kamikaze drones.
Dirtbag.
Kamikaze drones. They're sending those over to Russia. And meanwhile, there's like 137 like powerful individuals from different countries. Individuals, I want to say from 137
Nations is what the brother's talking about. From the various different individuals who's in leadership within these different nations that's gathered over there in Russia. And you got, at the same time that they're all gathered over there, you got Ukraine sending kamikaze drones, man. Okay?
I want him to read a little bit of that.
Yep.
But you got 137 different nations coming to that are currently there in Russia for that forum. And Ukraine knows that, and these niggas are sending kamikaze drones to hit civilian infrastructure. They hit a bus. A damn, you know them double-decker like tourist bus?
Yep.
They had a drone just fly right into that motherfucker, blew that shit up. You know what I'm saying? So, in result of that, you got Russia now saying that these European nations that's part of NATO, we're gonna target y'all niggas for nuclear attacks. Because that's the only thing gonna get y'all niggas' mind right.
Right.
You know?
This is from James Jordan and Harriet Morris, updated 12:12 a.m. June 5th, 2026. St. Petersburg, Russia.
So that's from yesterday.
President Vladimir Putin said Thursday that Russia will strengthen its air defense to counter recent Ukraine drone attacks, which have reached deep inside his country.
Yeah, deep inside this country. Can you look up St. Petersburg's proximity to the border?
and cast a cloud over his showcase economic forum
Yeah, so
in his hometown.
yeah, it put a cloud over him. Here it is. These nations that's visiting is like, damn, nigga, like we don't even know if it's safe to fucking travel from the hotel to the forum. You know, we might get blown up by a goddamn drone. All right, but you got Ukraine and the West, NATO nations doing that on purpose, man. Whenever you pull that up, just show it to the camera.
Speaking in response to question from the Associated Press during a meeting with heads of international news agencies, Putin acknowledged damage from Ukraine drone attacks. To our regret, some of them break through, Putin said. Of the drone strikes, Russia has an air defense system. We need to improve it, strengthen it, and we will do that. The wide-ranging media session came on the sidelines of St. Petersburg International Economic Forum, his annual showcase for investment. Hours before the forum opened Wednesday, a Ukrainian drone attack set blaze to an oil terminal in the city and also hit a nearby naval base.
Yeah.
Putin also said Russia is open for compromise on Ukraine in line with understandings reached at his summit with U.S. President DJT in Anchorage, Alaska, adding that Ukraine needs to accept them to make a deal to end the conflict.
Can you look in can you type in like something along the lines of a nuclear Putin or Russia threatens nuclear response? Something along those lines. Because hey, things is gonna get nuclear. Once that talk of nuclear war is at a certain level, the only thing that's gonna happen is action being followed up by that.
Now you gotta actually do it.
You know? And there's been nuclear talks for quite some time.
Yeah.
But it's only gonna get worse, man.
Yeah. Threats only go so far before action backs it up, man.
Can you get that third one conversation a little bit? That's the time we in, man. We in a time of nuclear war. Okay.
You ready?
Nuclear war. Go ahead.
It's Revelation chapter 11, verse 14. It says, the second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly.
Yeah, second war is past. We just was going into it. World War II, 1939 to 1945. Okay. So that's already passed. All right, a little less than 100 years ago. Now, World War III is pretty much, we in World War III. It just hasn't gone kinetic on a level of what is gonna usher in Yahushua's returning. All right, his second coming. Okay. Top, can you get Joel? What's that? 3? Bring him down to the valley of Jehoshaphat.
3 and 9. Russia warns of possible nuclear response if territorial integrity is threatened.
Yep. So our territory is being threatened. You're encroaching upon our territory, which Ukraine being given the possibility of becoming a NATO member is what even sparks this whole thing. You know, you got them the Crimea situation that happened back in 2014, which that was Russian territory that the West, took, annexed. Then you got this. What's that dumbass bitch?
Oh my God.
Fucking take your ass back to New Jersey. And then you have NATO. When the war first started, you had Vladimir Zelensky begging to become part of NATO, and Putin is like, look, Y'all niggas promised that y'all wasn't gonna encroach any further to the east and expand, and y'all niggas just reneged on that. They made that promise back in the 90s. And you're reneging on that. And so what do you expect us to do? Which is why this whole war is popped off. Okay, so as a result, he's like, look, man, we're gonna hit y'all niggas with some nukes. Y'all keep playing. But what is the Western media is gonna do? They gonna, oh, they're hitting us with nukes. Little old Ukraine.
Right.
They promised to hit us with nukes. Trying to sensationalize and shit. Right? Hey, but this is all the will of the Lord, man. It's all the will of Yahweh Shem Yahushua.
That's a tactic of Esau's to
Play the victim.
Yep. Be the whole provocateur. That's the correct word for it. And then cry and say, you know what I'm saying, look what they're trying to do. You know?
Yeah, the small hands do that.
That's what Al-Azhar trying to do in that video.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? His old punk ass. Punk ain't the word I want to use, but I don't want us to get clipped on YouTube. But you know what I'm saying? His fruity self. You know what I'm saying? That Fruit Loop.
Fake Bundy ass.
Yeah. Oh, Pegatron ass nigga, man.
Pegasaurus
You know?
Rex.
He tried to do that same thing over there trying to pop up just to point some fingers, man, and then try to wrap a whole thing of but you know we're just men here, you know what I'm saying? Blah, blah. Shut up, man. Your nasty ass. Ain't nobody forget about what your nasty ass is, man.
Take your ass back to the
grand
tales
is off
from
to
the
the
crypt.
almighty high poobah cheap cheeks.
Right. Cheap. Your nasty cackling ass on some damn wear, man. Crawl back into your crib. Anyway, but yeah, that's a tactic of Esau.
That crib is super.
Yeah, tales from the crypt looking ass nigga.
Go ahead, brother.
Did you want a look? This is. Alright. Russia has issued a fresh warning over its security posture. The senior official Sergei Ryabkov stating that any attack threatening the country's territorial integrity could prompt a nuclear response.
Yes, hey, y'all gonna fucking around and find out what he's saying.
Also reiterated that it is prepared to defend its territory by all means available. The comments have renewed international attention on Russia's nuclear doctrine and come at a time of heightened geopolitical tension.
Hey, can you search when did Russia change their nuclear doctrine? Because I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Russia recently has changed its nuclear doctrine in light of this whole situation that's taking place with Ukraine. In the meantime, can you grab that?
This is Joel chapter 3.
Let me know.
I'm gonna start reading that verse.
Let me grab this.
November 19th, 2024.
See? If you want to see like the ramifications.
President Vladimir Putin signed an updated decree following an initial announcement made in September. Updated doctrine, fundamentals of the state policy, lowers the threshold of nuclear use.
Yeah, lowers the threshold, meaning hair trigger.
Yeah, broader triggers.
You say something about Putin's mama, he damn near blow your ass up. You talk down on Mother Russia, they gonna blow your ass up.
Lowers the threshold for nuclear use and expands the conditions under which Russia can respond with nuclear weapons.
Yep. So they just made it more broad, which is good, because according to the scriptures, Russia is who the Lord's going to use to bring about the destruction of Babylon the Great.
The books in the jaws.
Yep. And you can grab that. Go ahead, Robert.
This is Joel chapter 3. I'm gonna start reading at verse 5. Because you have taken my silver and my gold and have carried into your temples my goodly pleasant things. The children also of Judah and the children of Jerusalem have ye sold unto the Grecians, that ye may remove them far from their border. Behold, I will raise them out of the place whither ye have sold them, and will return your recompense upon your own head.
Yeah, so we've been sold here in Babylon, okay? And we're still in captivity unto this day, as it says in Baruch. But this is the place where the Lord is going to deliver us from our captivity. All right, this is the bus stop. This is the main bus stop in which the Lord is going to bring about deliverance. All right, this is where the 1/3, the Achad Shalayashim is going to come from. All right, the 1/3. Right?
I will sell your sons and your daughters into the hands of the children of Judah.
Hey, what goes around comes around. So Esau sold us into captivity. Or the small hats had that, the tiny tops.
Yep.
All right, they the ones who funded the slave trade and all that. They themselves are going to be sold as slaves to the children of Judah. All right, not to mention all 12 tribes are going to have slaves. Okay, but the main people that were the target for Esau to pretty much control is the tribe of Judah, being that that's the head tribe. So there was a lot of emphasis on totally bugging the Jews out, the real Jews, and which is mission accomplished, because these niggas went from kings and priests to goddamn YNs. All right?
Yeah.
All right, to chief chiefs and worshiping the Pegasus god.
Yeah,
You know?
it went from being revolutionaries to fucking influencers.
Yeah. All right, so all the curses that befell us is going to befall these other nations, and it's going to stick hard and heavy to the small hats, man.
And they shall sell them to the Sabians, to a people far off, for the Lord hath spoken it.
Hey, the small hats think they ain't about to get on some boats and go through what we went through. Use a lie.
They got to be packed in.
You better believe it.
I'm packing them in. This nigga fart. This nigga's face. All right.
And they gonna be head to toe.
Not on no gay shit,
Yeah.
but they gonna be packed in close and tight.
And they gonna be head to toe. You know what I'm saying?
I'm being facetious.
They gonna have 1 inch. They gonna have 1 inch of it's gonna be a slave on top of the other, but it's gonna be a 1 inch separation from their nose, and then it's gonna be a wood with another nigga up there. It's packed. You know what I'm saying?
Like pallet wood though.
Yeah, there we go.
You know what I'm saying? Not like some thick wood where it's like an actual layer that separates them. The fluid is coming down, it's coming down. Yeah. Sardines. It says, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. Prepare war. Wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near.
Yeah, all the actions that the heathens, pretty much the small hats is forcing these heathens to draw nigh for war. All right? Going around the Gaza project, Trump Gaza, right? The Greater Israel
Beast.
Project, the shit we was talking about when we started the camp, when we opened up with the Albania situation. All right, that's all means to get these nations roused up to have the focal point being directly on the small hats in the West, and then the shit go down.
Let them come up, beat your plowshares into swords, and your pruning hooks into spears.
So all the money that these nations once used to promote agriculture, farming, all right, industry, you know, things to prop up their economies. All right, a lot of those budgets is being taken from that and pushed to the military-industrial complex. All right, to the military budget. Okay, to where now you got, like even here in Babylon, you got a lot of programs cut that benefited welfare recipients, Section 8, things of that nature, to where now these people was complaining about not having those resources, but guess who ain't complaining? You got can you look up real quick ICE's budget? I believe ICE's budget is bigger than the GDP, if I'm not mistaken.
Wow.
Some bug out there.
Shit, they just got like 70 billion over the next 3 years. Because they remember they were defunded this whole time. That's why they ain't been doing shit. Now they got funding and they're over there in New Jersey causing hell again. Yes, 70 billion right now.
Okay. Look at what the GDP for Babylon is. Go ahead, brother.
111.
So the U.S. budget?
GDP, gross domestic product.
Is he flipping this out?
Trying to reduce.
Oh, he's hitting us with witchcraft.
ICE annual budget of roughly 10 billion.
You said ICE?
Yeah,
No, the GDP.
I got that too.
Okay.
But you wanted, I just gave the 70 billion is what they just got for the next 3 years.
Wow.
To keep them going for the next 3 years.
Wow.
And they
Which
just voted on that.
Which is a lot of fucking money.
Yep. Roughly 10 billion to 29 billion when compared to the projected U.S. GDP of roughly 28 trillion.
Okay. So I was
Shit.
28 trillion.
Them niggas bring in 28 trillion.
Golly, man.
That's it. Babylon, man. You know?
It was something that it was more than, I think, what's the budget? It might be the budget. What, look up what the government, U.S. government's budget is. Yearly budget, annual budget. Go ahead, Tyler.
It says, let the weak say, I am strong. Assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about. Thither cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Lord. Let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat. For there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about.
Yeah, so these nations that was once considered weak, like look at Iran.
Yep.
You know, they didn't come from out of nowhere, but it seems like they came from out of nowhere and pieced up the West. You know what I'm saying? Here it is, they've been training, they got hands, but
Right.
nobody knows. Because he was skinny.
Right.
You know, he was a short, skinny person. Right. You didn't know this nigga know Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
Right.
And pieced your ass up real quick. Didn't even have to take it to the ground.
Right.
Just hit you, pop, pop, pop.
That nigga can fight on his feet.
You know? So that the Lord is having all these nations do that, and the way they're doing that in a large way is by them making these pacts with Russia. All right, like those African nations that is tapped in with Russia. So I can tell you about Russian show. You got those Western African nations that's tapped in with Russia. Okay? And so all these nations is ultimately going to take a side with somebody that got nuclear capabilities.
Yep.
You know?
7 trillion.
7 trillion? Oh, okay. Damn, that's still okay. There was something. There was something.
29 billion to 7 trillion.
There was something that ISIS's budget was bigger than. I forget. But go ahead. We're going to talk about this. USA #1. Yeah, right. License plate.
That's great.
Put ye in the sickle.
Was you holding any scriptures? We about to write it.
Put ye in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe. Come, get you down, for the press is full, the fats overflow, for their wickedness is great.
Yeah, hey, these armies, man. Right? These nations have gone to a point of this whole AI bullshit. It's just wickedness, which all these nations is with it, man.
Oh, yeah.
This is inventions just as in Genesis, all right, the Most High flooded the earth because the inventions in the mind of man was just wicked.
Foul,
Yep.
man.
It's the same shit now, but it's even worse because they're as the scriptures say in Revelation, the idol can speak. All right, he's giving life. AI is like we went into last week. It's a demon.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? A whole mind of Esau's. If Esau can create a person, he would create a super demon and put it in a robot's body.
Yep.
And that's all AI is. That's what we coming to. All right.
Yep.
So that's going. The Lord is looking down at this shit, ready to destroy this place, man.
It's right for the fucking. It's right for the destruction, man.
Yep. So he's gonna have all these
say
nations
that,
get
man.
together with their militaries
Put you
to
on the
bring
circle.
about
We already read it.
to bring about that destruction.
Multitudes in the valley of decision.
Hella bodies, hella armies.
For the day of the Lord is near in the valley of decision. The sun and the moon shall be darkened, and the stars shall withdraw their shining. The Lord shall also roar out of Zion and utter his voice from Jerusalem, and the heavens and the earth shall shake, but the Lord will be the hope of his people and the strength of the children of Israel.
Yeah. So that's what we hoping in. Knowing this destruction's coming, the only people that have any snowball chance in hell at being saved from any of that is the elected nation of Israel. Which is why it's imperative to serve the Lord, man, in truth and in sincerity. Okay? Go ahead with your precept. We're gonna wrap it up.
All right, this is Ezekiel 38:1. And the word of Yahweh came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Gog, the land of Magog, the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal, and prophesy against him. And say, Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, Behold, I am against thee, O Gog, the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal.
Hey, so the Lord ain't fucking with you Russians either.
He don't fuck with you.
You ain't nothing but an instrument the Heavenly Father's gonna use to do his work.
Right, and you know what I'm saying? I know we rally behind the Russians only because that's a main adversary for Babylon the Great, man. Okay? But the Russians, they ass ain't about to just skate off clean without being judged by Yahweh Shem Shai. They're still, at the end of the day, that's still an Edomite country, man.
That's an Edomite.
That's still a fucking Edomite country. They ass about to go into captivity too, man.
That's Esau and Moab.
Right. Yeah, they ass getting carried away into captivity, man. Fuck them, and them Russians is some proud ass fucking people too,
Hella
man.
proud.
You know?
Dirty
When you actually
motherfuckers.
meet them, they some, yeah, them niggas about to, they got hell to pay too,
Hey, they're
man.
hella racist too.
Hella.
Yep. Fucking demons.
Yep. And I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws, and I will bring thee forth and all thine army, horses and horsemen, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company with bucklers and shields.
Yeah, all these new weapons they got. All right, there's all kind of weapons systems that's being manufactured and tested out over in Ukraine in that war on both sides, Russia and Ukraine.
Yep.
Okay, but the Most High is gonna put the hooks in his jaws and turn Russia back to that old USSR state of mind. You know?
All of them handling swords.
Yeah, all of them handling swords. They got all types of missiles. You know, all type of weaponry.
Yeah, they got advanced weaponry over there, man. You know? And the Russian and the Chinese is they doing it in weapon advancements, man.
Yep.
You know? They're world class. Okay?
Only thing keeping them at bay is America spends way more.
Yeah, America spends a lot more money on shit, man.
Yep.
And America got some shit too.
Oh yeah.
It's just they're not as efficient in their building as
They don't got a high turnover rate when it comes to producing that shit.
right.
What like those drones that Iran was using, in a matter of months, they can produce thousands of them shits.
Yeah.
In a month, they can produce hundreds of thousands of drones in a matter of months when when a lot of the missiles that America was using, it takes them over a year to produce that shit.
And it costs hella.
Yeah, it costs a fraction of what the drones that Iran can make cost a fraction, a couple thousand, like 40,000.
Yep.
You know, 20,000 compared to millions of dollars for one missile,
Right.
to get blown up by some damn drone.
Yeah.
Persia, Ethiopia, Libya, with them, all of them, shields and helmet. Gomer and his bands, the House of Togomar,
Turkey,
of the North Quarters, and all his bands, and many people with thee.
yeah. So all these you got a lot of nations that ain't fucking with the West like that.
Right.
That ain't fucking with NATO and
They've been rejected by the West.
EU. Yeah.
They've been rejected by Esau. So now they banding together, man. You know?
They gonna go to the big homie that got the guns.
They gonna go to the big homie willing to sell those guns.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
And back your ass up,
And
'cause I
back
don't
you
like
up.
those motherfuckers either.
Yeah, and back you up. He willing to front you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What else you need, man? I can't stand this nigga.
He gonna front you and support you.
Hey, look. He'll be on some. We'll let you have a couple of these nukes, and we're gonna do a deal where, you know, we'll get some of your agriculture.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or for the next 10 years, you buy strictly this product from us.
Right.
And we'll give you some nukes.
Right.
There's gonna be all kind of crazy shit like that happening.
Right.
Even they was even saying China was funneling via rail equipment and shit down to Iran.
Oh yeah.
So they was over here. They focused on blowing up
they share a
the
whole
ships.
border, man.
Yeah,
Why would you think they ain't gonna do deals with each other? They
Right.
share a border.
they focused on blowing up ships and stopping the nigga. We gonna use this train,
Right.
airplane, train,
Y'all think.
automobile.
See, they thought that only if it don't go through this straight, it ain't gonna come out.
Yeah.
As if they ain't gonna think of some other ways, man. You know what I'm saying?
Verse 7, be thou prepared and prepare for thyself. I went into this morning. Thou and all thy company that are assembled unto thee, and be thou a guard unto them.
Hey, I wouldn't even be surprised if China got some underground shit.
Oh, you
with
know they
Iran.
do.
Because Iran's big with the tunneling and being underground.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised. China got the capability to put some shit together. I wouldn't be surprised if they got a whole link that's underground for them to be able to do trade and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Nobody even knows about it.
What's that?
Keep faith, man.
Yeah, right. Keep the faith, man.
Keep pushing.
Serve the Lord at all times.
At all
Right.
times.
So with that, we're gonna face the east. We're gonna give all praise, honor, and glory unto
Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakha, Kodash.
Giving honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Salutations to sincere, hopefully, like Akim. Pushing the word of Yahweh Shem Yahshua in spirit and truth. Till next time, shalom.
Hey, Shalom.